Alright, hey guys, doing another video from the cup holder. I'm on a run to pick up some stuff and take it to another store, so I figured this is a good time to record this video. The video I wanted to do today is a continuation of the Nehemiah Man videos that I've been doing. This one's going to be titled something like, Lord, Break Our Hearts. When I was reading the story of Nehemiah again, in the first chapter, what stuck out to me was how Nehemiah's heart, before he ever went to the king, the thing that gave him the courage to go to the king and all this other stuff, was his heart being broken for the things that break God's heart. It's the state of Jerusalem and for the Jewish people. His heart was broken. And I think as you read that section of the Bible and you look at the stories and everything going on, you see that that's God's heart. It's broken for the disobedience and the rebellion of his people, that they're running from him, that they won't listen, they won't obey, and all he wants to do is bless them and have a relationship with them, and they're running from him because you'll see they're like, well, we want to be like everybody else, well, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to blah, 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 blah. And it just struck me how important it is to keep the main thing, right? God has to be the center of everything that we do. I've talked about this in a lot of other videos, talking about like our whys and the driving forces behind why we do the things that we do, and especially with this concept of trying to always be ready, laboring with one hand, sword in the other, all that kind of stuff, right? All of that is vanity. The training is vanity. The preparations and the food stockpiles and all this stuff is vanity, unless we are doing it for the things that breaks God's heart, unless we are being the men that God has called us to be, to take care of his people. God does make it really clear a couple of things that break his heart, like things that we are, as the church, tasked to do. Take care of the widow and the orphan, take care of each other, raising each other up and admonishing each other in righteousness and all that kind of stuff, right? So if we're not doing these things for those reasons, we're doing it out of vain pursuit. And no matter how virtuous you think you are, I can guarantee you that it's a vain pursuit for one reason. The Bible tells us that man's righteousness is as of filthy rags unto the Lord. That nothing we can do in and of ourselves is righteous. We are evil and wicked apart from the Father. And so everything we do, no matter how virtuous we think it is, or how virtuous it starts, is a filth, unless we do it for the Lord and we do it in obedience to him. Because as you read into Nehemiah, because that's chapter 1, right? You see his heart get broken for the state of Jerusalem and all that kind of stuff. And then you go into chapter 2, and in chapter 2, he's getting ready to go talk to the king, right? Or go before the king as he's the cupbearer and all that kind of stuff. And the king sees that he's sad, and before he even speaks, he asks God for a favor and to guide him, so that he would speak as the Lord would have him, so that he may accomplish what the Lord has for him. And in that story, if you know, he was beloved by the king. He was trusted by the king and in high regard. And the king asked him, how long will you be gone? That was the start of putting him in a position to go take care of it. The wickedness of man was brought into alignment with the righteousness of God, because the man of God stayed in God. He didn't do it just because he was upset and sad about it. He's like, the reason he was sad was because of the disgrace of the people of Israel, right? Which was something that breaks God's heart. So, yeah, that's just something I wanted to kind of talk about and remind everyone of, that we can't just be doing things out of our own desires and our own hearts for pick a thing, right? It has to be because of the Father. It has to be doing what God has called us to do because it breaks God's heart and it is an issue that needs addressing, which is why he has broken our hearts and shown it to us. But yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts were. Just wanted to put this video out to make sure we keep the main thing, as we're talking about all the cool gear and concepts of prepping and food stockpiles and medical and all the things that go into this, that we do it because we are aligned with the heart of the Father. That when His heart is broken, our heart is broken. That we move with Him and only with Him. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I know these videos are kind of as far as the quality, because I can't control the lighting. I can't do none of that. You're just in a cup holder while I'm driving down the road to make deliveries or whatever. But it's a good time for me to get these ideas out. And yeah, so I appreciate y'all tuning in, staying to the end of the video if you did. And as always, these videos aren't the "this is how it is" kind of thing. It's to build a conversation so that we can be better men, better prepared, better protectors, better men of God in all that we do. So again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Peace.